Sitting all by yourself, handsome?
What?
You know, that drink is probably just about the worst drink you could ever be drinking.
It's just water.
But you could be drinking pickle juice.
That is so disgusting.
Not as disgusting as you think. Although a strange thing to drink, drinking pickle juice actually comes with a lot of nice remedies, such as helping with cramps, acid reflux, and helping with replenish your electrolytes. The idea of pickling, though, is actually surprisingly old. It dates back to around ancient Mesopotamia when people used to pickle things in order to preserve their lifespan and shelf life. Though the modern idea of pickling, with the pickles that we all know and love, actually started around the 17th century in Europe and was brought over to America in the 18th century, and currently the largest manufacturer for pickles is Mount Olive in North Carolina. Costing around $5 to $15 to make, the main ingredient in pickle juice is obviously vinegar or acetic acid. Though, I'm not sure why you'd normally want to drink it. The regular amount people say to drink at least every day is around 2 to 3 shots, though I like to go for 5. Vinegar is surprisingly really good to just drink by itself. Since pickle juice is simply salty vinegar, it gives at least 2 good boosts. The vinegar helps stop the cycle of muscles cramping, and the salt actually helps replenish electrolytes. Interestingly enough, that's why at races you might find people handing out pickle juice because it'll help you regain your electrolytes to keep running. Pickle juice can also help subside acid reflux because of some of the probiotics fermented in the brine. And also, the salt helps with liquid retention in the body, and also helps get over hangovers, though I'm not sure that could help me right now. Unfortunately, this magical nectar of vinegar and salt and spices has a few unforeseen consequences and risks about drinking it. The most common being that, drinking too much of it will cause issues due to salt content in your body. Another is that, inversely, it causes more stomach irritation the more you drink. It can also cause issues with your liver, since I don't think evolution called for you drinking pickle juice every single day of your life. And severely of all, although uncommon, it's possible to get botulism, a fatal disease that affects both nerves and the muscles. Also, too much of it can increase kidney issues. And least of all, it's just not very nutritious to begin with, so it's best to drink in moderation, which is also what my AA advisor tells me. So, you want to learn how to make pickle juice, eh? Well, you're in the right place because it's actually surprisingly easy to make it. Really all you need is a cup of water, a cup of vinegar, and a pinch of salt. And then you're also going to need the other various spices like garlic, dill seasoning, and pickle spice. Then you want to grab a pot, fill it with that stuff, and let it boil. Then you want to grab some vegetables like onions, carrots, or cucumbers. Really anything you'd like. I know I'm going to do a bell pepper. Did you know that 1.4 billion cucumbers get made in the US? And over half of them are used for pickles? There's some conspiracy going on here. Then you want to grab those vegetables, chop them up, and put them inside of a jar, along with that brine. Then, after you put the stuff inside the jar, let the jar cool, or however long you need. And then you'll have a jar of pickle juice and some pickled things for later. I couldn't have guessed about half the things you were gonna say. Well, now you know all about the magic of pickle juice. You gonna finish that? Oh, no, I'm trying to quit. Here, you can have it. Thanks. It wasn't even that bad.